Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ 5. We've got some Friday fun with self. Jerry. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Andy.
And Rick. Good morning, Rick.
Hey, good morning.
And
How are you guys
hopefully, doing good. Hopefully, we're going to see if Leonard is still around today. Well, I think I chose a route that will take us past Leonard.
Yeah, but I mean, yesterday we discussed it, Jerry. We think we know what happened to Leonard, or at least I had a theory.
Oh no!
I think it's
Something
a
happened to
contract
Leonard?
dispute. Yeah, he
Oh.
hasn't been in it. Hasn't been in his little thermal pond lately.
Ah,
Yeah. See, my theory was a little darker than Rick's. My theory was that the acidity of his pool has changed and he got dissolved.
oh!
Either
I
that,
thought
or
that one of the dinosaurs had him.
yeah, well, that's another possibility, I guess. Either that, or he flew south for winter.
That's the other thing is, yeah, they do fly south for the winter.
Do rubber ducks though? I don't know if rubber ducks do.
That depends how
I
hard
think
you
they're
throw them.
hardy.
Ah,
I think they're a from what I've heard, they're a hardy species. So that's why I'm thinking that, it wasn't the elements. It wasn't an dinosaur attack. It wasn't even flying to avoid the cold. It was, I don't get paid enough to sit here and float in this thermal pool. I want a contract adjustment. And Zwift just is not meeting the demands.
yeah.
I think Zwift
Maybe.
invested too much money in their new trainer idea, and they didn't save out enough for Leonard.
Hey there, Jack. Thanks for liking the stream. Good morning to you.
Or something to that effect.
Thanks for the ride on, guys. Yep, that sounds probable.
I've started a Facebook group if you want to follow.
I'm
Well, more money for
more
Leonard.
thinking of
Man,
what is this piece of code does. Delete it? No, nothing. Okay, let's continue. I hope Leonard is there.
So do
We
I.
have to go really slow.
Yep, I'm going to pause my workout as we get towards that area, so we can come to a stop if we need to.
And have a minute
Yeah, we can have a minute's silence for Leonard.
if we need it. I hope we won't need it.
So Michigan, looks like Michigan's going to get a lot of snow.
Well, Nina got a lot of snow overnight. I had to brush the snow off my trash can before I could take it down to the foot of the drive this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might be making a snowman later.
oh, that much. Wow.
Well, it snowed yesterday as well, but it didn't settle on the roads. This morning, yeah, the roads are white.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, definitely on the other, everywhere on the other side of a lake is definitely getting hit pretty hard for sure as well.
Yeah, Faith says she's been getting quite a bit. He's at the southeast of Lake Michigan.
I remember when I used to live in upstate New York and that would happen. I would, it was always funny because it was either going to be you would either get like feet of snow just a couple miles north or south, or it would hit you. But it's just so weird how you could go on a trip north or south and have just completely different snow conditions. Usually Syracuse didn't end up too much in those bands, but like Watertown, not too far north, they're supposed to get like 80 inches from this, which is like half of the average snowfall in Maine, or in this part of Maine, for the entire year. And
Really
did you
well.
hear about the Buffalo Bills football game that's
No.
being moved from the stadium?
No.
Because Buffalo, it's predicted 6 feet of snow, but it's probably going to be less than that, but it'll still be feet of snow. And so I guess they're going to play in Detroit on Sunday instead.
Oh, so, speaking of snow, I'm going to change the subject to food, but related to snow.
Oh,
The Cadbury's mini snowballs are in stock in Walmart, apparently.
Oh, hey.
So I've managed to get some Cadbury mini eggs to last until Christmas.
Nice. Easier said than done, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I meant to look yesterday. I was at the grocery store. I was going to check to see if there were any there. But then I was then I ended up being preoccupied by the fact that they had still not filled my prescription after 3 days. And that I needed to pick up some barbecue sauce, which just happened to be in the same aisle as the stovetop stuffing.
What
Which
do you get?
for some reason, that was
you
the
get-
math.
You get barbecue sauce on prescription. I'm on that prescription.
Nice.
wow. Talking about barbecue sauce, I was dreaming last night. We made pulled pork sandwiches.
Look what I've
But
done,
instead of
switching the subject
doing-
of food.
With pulled pork, we made ribs that was falling off the bone and
Wow.
chopped that up and used that as the meat. And just before I wake up, the big discussion was round or long rolls. So if we haven't discussed that, I probably would have had one before I woke up, but it was a big discussion. Because apparently some people think if it's a round roll, it needs to be the crispy ones that cut into your
Oh no.
gums.
No.
And I was saying, well, we can get the nice soft ones. I'm like, okay, then we go for the long ones. I'm like, no, we can get soft round rolls. And it was going around in circles.
Yeah.
Like, but that'll cut out. Like, you stupid person. You're arguing with yourself here. You know that. That's a dream. That's how they work. So,
One thing I like is like dinner rolls,
yes.
and when they're relatively fresh, going and using those and making almost like little pulled pork sliders out of them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we've got a new oven, so Tina's going to bake us some good rolls.
Nice. Your house will smell awesome.
She didn't hear me. That was lost. Tina, you need to rewatch the stream. Not going to repeat myself. But I'll put it on repeat in the kitchen.
Yes.
Not going to repeat yourself now you're in earshot.
Oh my goodness. We've been having fun about this new oven.
Sounds like it.
Well, she did bake cupcakes, so
Nice.
Well, I used my oven. I used my oven the other day when I made cookies. I used my stand mixer for the
Oh.
first time. Oh, that thing's
cookies.
awesome.
Yeah.
I used my air fryer the other day to make I can't remember if I told you, Jerry, if you were here or not, but made some New York strip steaks
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. You get a nice, when the grill's not open, an open
Yep.
option, then I like to use the air fryer because you just get a nice even cook and gets it done pretty quickly. 15 minutes, and it was at medium.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, just a little olive oil coated on the meat, and then some salt and pepper. Yeah, it's good to go.
Nice. I'll remember that when I don't feel like going out grilling.
Definitely gets a little greasy.
And we're not going to afford
catch the
meat
grease.
again.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. They were on sale. It was perfect. All the other steaks like that were very expensive. All the good cuts. But then I saw these New York strips just hanging out there, which I mean essentially are pretty much just as good as the ribeyes and stuff.
Yep. That's very close.
And but yeah, they had them for half price, and they were still, the date on them was still a ways out. So
Oh, not
No,
green yet.
so it was still good.
Desperately trying to think of something funny to say about. So if there was that many strips, was it a strip joint you went to?
Might as well have been.
The best I could come up with.
I guess when I walked by that meat section, because actually what happened was I went for milk, and because of traffic in the middle lanes, I had to do a perimeter loop. So I went, through the produce aisle, buy seafood, and then the meat section was next. And the whole way by the meat section, I felt like I was being beckoned over, and I was like, "Sorry,
I've been out of the house all week.
milk."
So I've been out of the house all
Really?
week. I'm kind of getting Walmart withdrawal symptoms. So
Oh yeah,
I decided at the beginning of the week I decided I'd stay home all week, but I decided I'm going back today because I need to hit Walmart. I need my Cadbury's mini snowballs.
Yep.
Might start buying a few bags of them.
I need to decide if I'm going to ride tomorrow or not.
I
One
won't
way
be.
I
I'll be
feel like I need
consuming Cadbury mini snowballs in bed.
In one way, I want to do it, just to do like an active recovery day. In another way, I want to take the day off, but I think I might do a little active recovery.
Yeah.
Just set up a low blue zone workout and just go for
Exactly.
it.
Nice Jerry workout.
I might try to finish the what is it? The volcano circuit, doing the laps. I
25
don't know if I'll
laps.
do 25. I'll try for that. We'll see. That does take a little bit.
It does. I remember
2.5
when the
hours.
first time I decided to try and do that, I completely miscalculated how long it was going to take.
Doesn't seem like it should be that long.
No,
Yeah, yesterday when I was doing my workout, Ian came on right at the end of one of my intervals, which was great because I was making some noise. That was on, I think it was number 11. And yeah, I was feeling pretty dead at that point. And then, yeah, finally after that, I was kind of going around. I think I made it to lap 8 or 9. And then I decided to join the wagon, but I was going to finish up my laps before I did that. But for some reason, that app always seems to be gone from my laptop. I don't know where it goes. I don't know if someone keeps erasing it or what, but so I had to re-download it. And that took a while.
Oh,
By
wow.
the time I was done with that, I was like, okay, I need to just join this ride. So I missed out on my 10 laps. But now they're available for tomorrow.
Yeah, this is supposed to be my race week, and I'm super tired.
Yeah.
I was riding with Coco yesterday to test something, and after an hour and 10 minutes, I'm done. This is not fun anymore. I'm tired. I'm going away.
Hey, you're just a smidge ahead of me on XP, Jerry.
Still?
Just a
Wow.
smidge. Just a fraction of the colon.
Oh, in the colon?
You're just
That is-
brimming into that first number after the colon. I'm just at the end of the colon,
Oh my goodness.
and I've got the ebb after this.
Oh, there we go.
I feel like that would be a good,
Yeah.
good
Jerry
little
will-
snippet.
Jerry will be on the Alp again next week.
Be on the Alp tomorrow.
Well, there you go. I won't be riding tomorrow, so
Yeah, I'll make up tomorrow.
I feel like that last, 30, 45 seconds of conversation should be a snippet. A lot of colon talk.
Oh my goodness.
you might finish level 55 then tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll get it on Sunday.
Yep. Talking about Sunday, so I see the endurance ride is on Sundays.
Yeah.
Wasn't it earlier before?
No, the endurance ride's always been at that time. Oh, it actually started out a little bit later, so I could ride the ODZ entry and then start on the endurance ride. I'd ride half an hour of the endurance ride afterwards. But no, the ODZ entry's not started up again.
Okay.
So
I thought I was missing something because
because
I'm looking forward to that.
the
I think the
secret on
endurance
the
ride might be like a half an hour later than it used to be, but
it has
That's
gone
it.
back in time again, thankfully.
Yeah.
So if we do
okay.
start the ODZ entry up again, then we'll be able to finish that and then hop onto the endurance builder.
Wow.
So
That'll be a lot of riding for a Sunday morning.
yeah, like I said, I only used to do half an hour, so I do 2.5 hours on the ODZ entry and then half an hour on the endurance builder. But
it's always a good day though to cap off any of my goals that I haven't quite finished yet.
Yep. Okay, I'll see what happens.
As long as I don't use
Sunday.
the gravel bike, it goes pretty good.
Oh, that's always a good idea.
It
Yeah.
ends up being a pretty easy ride.
Yeah. I rode with Coco because there's a whole forum post of someone started a rant about how bad the Pace Partners is.
Yeah.
But instead of giving information, they are just ranting.
Yeah.
So it took us 6 days.
Yeah.
To try and understand what the whole issue is, because they were going about draft and updates and Bluetooth connections. I'm like, come on, guys, someone just share your ride so we can see what's going on. But everybody is private, so I can't even go and look. And then I ask, what route did you do? And they just start ranting again. So finally, yesterday, I did the ride. And someone mentioned out of the tunnel in Watopia, it gets harder. And I'm like, yep, that's normal. Because Coco
Going
accelerates slightly because it's uphill. So I wrote that and I wrote back to them. And they said, yep, but it's not the uphill section. It's the gravel section after the uphill. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a known bug. There's an issue with the gravel section. Zwift is working on that. And actually, half an hour later, I got an email, oh, that's fixed. So 6 days of ranting and wasting everybody's time, we realized, yeah, that's a known bug. There's something wrong with the pace partners on gravel and wood and all the different surfaces. They speed up slightly.
But thing is, you take that whole rant and how much nonsense that was, how much of a pain, and it's not even close in comparison to the kind of renting that will be raining down if Leonard doesn't get his fair wages.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm
That
building a
might
following.
be-
Or the rant
The
that I'm
end.
going to post if Leonard isn't there.
I'm gathering a following. We are going to make some noise.
Oh,
If Leonard isn't there, I'm tagging Eric Min.
I actually really want to just blow up Zwift riders with that today.
yeah.
Just completely try
Hashtag
to
quack quack.
post every hour.
Hashtag quack quack.
Hashtags save the quack.
Yeah.
Free Leonard.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Leonard wants to be freed of his contract so that he wants to oh wow, now the word escapes me. He wants to go freelance. He wants to, yeah. He doesn't want to be a Zwift employee anymore. He wants to be under his own.
Oh, so he wants to go to all the other ones as well.
I was just going to say,
Well,
maybe he's gone to RGT.
Potentially.
We need to start looking for him on RGT maps.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be funny if Zwift removed
Right,
Leonard.
here's the T-Rex.
and-
Yeah, look for Leonard in his mouth. I don't think
Be
it happened.
very, very quiet.
Well, I'm not seeing any feathers in his mouth. I think Leonard's safe. Or any yellow plastic in his poop.
But is there any soap scum on his lips?
All right, I think we're out of T-Rex range now.
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
Oh, and then there he comes.
And I know I'm likely not the slowest of the three of us up this hill, so... Oh, okay, there he is.
You know, it's going to have some good Jerry meat. Have you seen me ride when there's a T-Rex behind me?
I'm sure you can ride a lot faster than when he's not.
Oh, yes.
Oh wow, look, Jerry's doing 110 RPM up the hill. Whew. Yeah, I hear you, Jerry. I've been this week, well, towards the end of the week, my watch has been showing my stress levels higher. It's definitely been busy at work. A lot of running around. Every day's been 10,000 steps before I leave.
Wow.
Just a lot of running around, doing multiple jobs at once.
Wow.
Ooh, that's right. Speaking of which, so yeah, your words when I had mentioned my HLT problem, when you were like, "Well, can you just divert the water?"
Yes.
At first I was just thinking, well, then you have to cut a hole, all that stuff. Then I got to work and I was thinking about it. So I got out the ladder and I climbed to the top of the tank, and sure enough, there was an extra port on the top that's capped off.
Nice.
So I just put an elbow in that and a hose running down to the drain,
Oh,
And it's-
awesome.
just barely lower than than where the condensate exhaust thing is. So it worked out perfectly.
Oh, nice. It's nice when you can fix the real problem,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
band-aid the symptoms.
yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked that redirection that you gave me. At first, I was like, no, that can't be done. Then I got there and I'm like, your words were still echoing in my head.
Thanks for the ride on, Jerry.
You're welcome. For some reason, Zwift doesn't show the workout menu on the companion app for me.
Huh.
Because usually I've got the map and the workout,
Right.
and it bothers me that I need to change from workout to map all the time. Now it bothers me that I don't have that option.
Oh, your app hasn't connected yet. Yours. I've got the workout thingy.
Well, I don't know. I want to guess it's very device specific on Android.
Yeah.
I went to look
Who
for
knows?
it, and then I realized I'm not in a workout. So
Oh, yep. Then it wouldn't show.
You know,
Maybe because I'm in a meetup, they changed something. I don't know.
there's a line
They
from the
changed
Matrix
stuff
there
with-
somewhere.
Without
Deja vu. They changed something.
maybe like removing Leonard. You don't have to go off in this distance. There's nothing chasing us, you know that.
Well, just doing relatively what's the kilo at the moment.
little green zone action.
Yep. We're here for another 4 minutes.
My packages from China is still scheduled to arrive end of December. Wow.
And my shoe goo finally showed up. That was good. That was only a
Nice.
3-week process.
Way through
Yeah,
this
that
code.
was
Oh, no, not
that
quite.
was the most meaningless order I've done in a while. Well, I guess it means something, but as far as all the other ones, it's definitely the one I really just could have gone to the store for.
Now we're halfway through.
And
Yeah.
instead it was 3 weeks.
And then you would buy Cadbury's mini eggs as well.
Yeah, mine, it was weird. This order I did, it said it was supposed to be Monday. I knew I was getting a bunch around Monday. And then it didn't ship all week, and I was thinking, ooh, how's it going to get here by Monday? You know, depending on where it's coming out of. And then, bam, out of nowhere, it shipped out of, yesterday, it shipped out of Windsor, Connecticut.
Oh,
And then it was at Nashua, New Hampshire by last night. Left New Hampshire an hour later, and now it just arrived at 6:07 in Bangor.
wow.
Good to go. I like it when that happens.
So I drove by the warehouse where it's coming from.
Hey, good morning, Mark. Right, Johnson on
Yeah.
the screen.
I like it whenever anything I order is available right here in New England.
Yeah.
As long as they get the order together fast, it always shows up within 24 hours.
Yeah, our postal service is just awesome.
To the right on there, Ben. I've got a feeling Ben might be saying hello in the Steam
Good
chat
morning,
very,
Ben.
very shortly. We're on a quest, Ben, to find Leonard.
Yeah. The mystery of the missing Leonard.
Jarvis is just up the road, isn't he? Jarvis is still there.
I need to find a picture of Leonard to post. Then I think for one day I'm gonna, or at least for while I'm doing it, I'm gonna switch all of my profile pictures to Leonard.
Yeah, there's Jarvis. Jarvis is still there. He's looking up at the bee's nest there.
Well, they wouldn't remove Jarvis because Jarvis is, everybody sees Jarvis.
He might
Leonard,
leave
though.
because Leonard is his friend.
Well, that's true. Leonard is watching the entrance. He's the guardian, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least the reverse entrance. But, yeah, they thought they could just steal Leonard in the middle of the night and no one would notice.
Huh.
Morning, Ben.
Hey, Ben. And Des and Dylan.
Yes, woof woof.
Woof.
What's up? You got a route.
Right. We're getting close.
Always keen on doing route badges.
Yep.
Right, I'm
Three
gonna
islands.
pause my workout here.
Okay, me too. We're going downhill. That's all to start with. And we can't U-turn.
Move my camera.
Which
How we
side,
are
left or
today?
right?
He'll be on the left. We're on a quest to check on Leonard. Ben, if you can find Leonard. We've been past the pool where Leonard usually is a few times recently, and either he's moved and we haven't quite seen him, or excuse me, or he isn't there, and we're a little worried.
Might just make us think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on, not this bend coming up here, the next one. I might have eased off.
Oh, I do see Leonard. Never mind. Crisis
You do?
averted. Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm building speed. I'm building speed. There he is. Still there.
I'm
I
not
don't
seeing
think
it.
he's been there, though.
I'm
He's
not
there.
seeing him. Where?
Really?
I took a photo for you.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. We can carry on then. At least one of them. Well, at least
Still
two
there.
of us saw
We're
him.
good. Whew. Man, I thought I was about to head out on a crusade
Who's Leonard?
the other day. Yeah,
I thought you were
the
a fan
other
of the
day
show, Ben.
Oh, wow.
Leonard is the rubber ducky.
That's probably Leonard. Probably just left for a couple days because he's sick of no one noticing it. He's feeling unappreciated.
Yep. He went to Walmart to get some
Some eggs.
speckled
So,
eggs.
yes. Now that they're
Get
back,
Ruth
he's
mini
back.
eggs.
Well, if that's all he wanted, he could have asked me. You know, I'd have supplied it.
The other day,
I don't
Heidi. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't think Leonard thought Andy would share.
I'd share with Leonard.
Ah,
The other day, Heidi sent me a personality test that her work uses for hiring new employees. She-
Oh, this can't end well.
So
Are
I took,
the divorce papers in process?
well, yeah. It turns out we have interesting chemistry, which I already knew anyway. But so my personality type is advocate, I guess. And so reading through it, it was said something about a person who affects change and all this stuff. It's like, huh, I don't know about that one necessarily, but then all of a sudden I just saw it right there with Leonard. That was my change I could affect.
oh, yeah.
But well, that's gone. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I was interested in the advocate thing. I was like, huh, never really seen myself, I guess, as much of an advocate, but maybe. I guess I've had a few moments. But yeah, then reading through everything else, it was pretty spot on. Turns out I'm driven to complete tasks. Go figure. Yeah, Heidi's personality test came out as commander. And it was
Oh my
funny because
goodness.
the little character that they used and everything had like almost like an angry look on its face. And I was like, ooh. Like, how do you feel about that one? He was like, I don't know. It seems, I mean, when I read all the descriptions, it sounds about right. But, and I read them and I
You
was
didn't
like,
say that.
oh, I didn't say it. No, she said that. That's the thing with our two personalities. We have a very, because she totally does have that kind of personality.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
but I also have the kind of personality that doesn't get commanded really well. So,
Oh,
we kinda-
okay, that helps.
yeah,
So we had our
kind of
first
offset each other.
multi-way FaceTime call yesterday.
Next,
So,
how'd that go?
well, so Faith called Yolanda. Start with, while Yolanda was trying to talk to her sister. So Yolanda shouts over to me, call Faith. So I call Faith. So I'm talking with Faith. And then Yolanda finishes with her sister. So we're all gathered around my phone. I'm thinking, okay, I need to sort this out. So I added Yolanda's phone to it. So, and, I went upstairs and followed away and carried on doing what I wanted to do. But we're still part of the FaceTime call. So yeah, worked fine. A little touch like when you've got the phone in landscape mode, person and the screen on the left comes out of the left speaker, and the person on the screen on the right comes out of the right speaker.
Huh, how about that? That's cool. Yeah, I was just going to say, good thing you got the Pro Plus.
Why's that?
Because that was a lot of different boxes to fit on one screen.
Well, it was only 2 plus me.
Oh, it ended up only being 2. Well, 3
Yes.
altogether, right?
Well,
Yeah, but you don't
Well-
see yours really.
yeah, mine's just a little thing in the corner. And then when Faith so then we transferred. Yolanda dropped off, and I added Hope instead. And then she started messing around with emotes and what have you. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. What?
How long is this one?
This one's over a little after 7, and then we start the next one.
Another one?
So like 8:15 or something. Grace slept on the couch. This is Grace's new bed as of recently. She says it's too cold upstairs. I think it's just cold enough.
Oh, it needs to be cold.
Oh, I have amazing sleeps. The only thing I've woken up for all week long was a rocket launch. And that was because I told myself to. Something about it being nice and cool, and it's probably, I bet it's like 65 up there. Maybe a
that's
little
warm.
cooler.
Yes. That's perfect. And I cool our house down to 64 during the night.
That's my warm
Definitely.
setting.
Definitely the kind of cool that where you get into bed, and I mean me, I like to feel free when I'm in bed. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
that first little slide in there, it's like, whoo, oh my, oh wow, gotta wait for things to warm up for a moment. It's nice though. It's refreshing.
Yep. Yeah, but I need to drop down to 60 at night. 62 downstairs, and I think
Oh, wow.
58 upstairs, but it never gets down to 58 because the downstairs
Yeah, the heat
kicks
rises.
on and the heat rises.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not even heating upstairs right now. That'll come when the furnace starts kicking on, which that's set at 65, but that's the only thermostat for that is, since it's all a one zone. The only thermostat for that is right here in the same room as the heat pump.
oh,
So the heat pump keeps it nice and warm. So it never kicks on until we get into like, highs in the 20s and stuff.
yeah, but until the heat pumps can't keep up anymore.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then that's when I start waking up at night again, because the heat kicks on, and with a blower heating system, it's all the heat at once, and then it goes away.
oh, yeah.
I hate that. That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
with our next house. That's one thing I'm looking at, is definitely no more blower heating system.
yeah. It looks nice.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the baseboards all around, but yeah, it's instant and it's gone.
Definitely requires a lot of blankets when it gets the middle of winter, so that you can throw them off when the heat kicks on, and then put them back on
yeah.
when the heat shuts off.
Yep. I've got a forced hot water system, so I've got baseboards everywhere. But in the kitchen, because they made every wall has cabinets now,
Ooh.
I have a little blower system in the
Yeah.
kitchen that puts out a lot of heat.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, once it turns off,
What does the blower system run off of? Is that?
also water, so it's got a little radiator with a fan.
Oh, nice.
So-
All right.
It's slightly better than a normal forced air because the radiator stays warm for a while.
Yeah.
And the fan would
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah, those tubes don't stay hot for very long. That's for sure. And the fact that the air just kicks right off when it's done anyway. I mean, I could switch that, but I don't really want to.
Oh, hell.
That's a lot of power. And this year we went through a 70% power delivery increase in this region. So, or it's kicking in at the beginning of the year. I think it is.
From Frank Saltis. Frank, heard from you for a while.
Yeah, so hopefully we had a little bit of snow earlier in the week. It ended up being like just shy of 2 inches. And most of it melted because it started raining, but there's still sections where now the snow's just turned into ice. And this weekend I wanted to be able to clean up all the outdoor stuff because it was so nice every weekend. And most of the days of the week, right up until last weekend where it rained all weekend and it was cold. So now I'm left once again taking the trampoline apart in the middle of freezing cold and
Yep.
try to figure out how to get the ice off of it.
Yep, I need to take mine apart tomorrow.
I was
Yeah, I'm
actually
hoping-
prepared this year. I got my camper winterized before it got cold.
Nice. Yeah, that's what my buddy Craig did that too. He made good time on it. He did it the
So-
weekend before.
So I also have a backpack sprayer from Harbor Freight. I actually have 3 of them. I end up buying a new one every spring because I leave it out in the garage with something in the bottom of it and something in the pipes, and of course it freezes and it cracks the handle or it cracks the wand.
Oh yeah.
So I've actually put RV antifreeze through it. So hopefully this one will survive this winter. Hey there, Lars. Lars says, cheers lads. Tomorrow's the first day in 3 weeks with no rain forecast. -12 Celsius, but completely sunny. Going for a long one tomorrow. Have a good ride, lads. Yeah. Cheers, Lars. Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's -4 and you're going to go for a long one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, still a little chilly. I guess hand warmers.
That's fine.
As long as I have like hand warmers and some toe warmers.
Heck, I've been out on the fat
Maybe
tire
even-
bike on trails in winter in just single digits Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but there's
That-
something
that's
about
fun.
once you get over 20 miles per hour, it stops being as fun.
Oh, hey.
All of a
just
sudden,
go slow.
One winter we went to a different park and we were riding around and we ended up heading back to the cars on the road, and I hit 23 miles an hour on a fat tire bike.
oh wow,
The other guys couldn't keep up with me.
Oh, wow.
wow, 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 all sorts of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about how fast those guys go whenever they go by the brewery. There's a big hill that goes right through the center of town in Orono, and we're at the bottom of it, and so usually they're flying, making tons of noise right at that point when they pass the brewery.
Oh, yes, Lars, I agree with you.
Yep.
Being dry is a lot. Dry and cold is okay.
Oh yeah.
Wet, never okay.
Yeah, I have one of those jackets, and that works really well actually. Like I noticed that about freezing, it was perfect because I didn't feel the sweat. My phone in my back pocket was wet. Gets wet every time, but so I am sweating, I guess, but it's perfect so it's not too hot. But once again, like after about an hour, a little over an hour, my hands and my feet start to feel it pretty bad. And my face is just obviously there. That's done in the first few minutes, really.
Hey, good morning, John.
So it's all about when you stop feeling your face that it gets better.
I'm Hein joining us on the stream. Thanks, John.
Yeah, it is interesting. They wick well.
I've got a
Except
pearly zoomy
wick onto
jacket.
your phone.
I've got a pearly zoomy jacket that I use, and that's been really good for me.
Yeah.
Present from my parents when I was over there in 2012. Certainly seen some
Yeah.
use.
I was planning on doing like some sort of an outdoor ride. I still have to do one to get that wax. So since I waxed my chain, I still have to do work all that in. So I want to do it, but now they've also put salt down on the road. I just cleaned the bike.
My jacket's got not only got the back pocket, but it's got one right around the heart as well, and that's got a little buttonhole kind of gap in it. So that's meant for a phone, and then the little hole in the back of the pocket's meant for getting the wire for headphones out.
Oh, nice.
Not that I use headphones on the bike, but I have used that
definitely
jacket when I've been running. Yeah, I think we had salt spread down yesterday. We've got snow on the ground this morning. On the roads. Yesterday it was snowing, but we didn't get any snow on the settling on the roads. But overnight it's got cold enough. And the roads must have been drying up. And, it's all white this morning.
Yeah, we've been getting like the melting during the day and then freezing at night. So then they put salt on overnight for black ice. Heidi almost went down on our walk last night.
Oh no.
She hit some black ice, and I decided I put on my hiking shoes, and apparently they had just enough grip. So I put my arm out and she grabbed onto it, and she averted disaster. And I won brownie points. Nothing worse than when you don't react fast enough when your wife is falling right next to you and she goes down.
And you can't get your phone out quick enough and you miss it. And you're laughing so hard. Yep, that is.
I had one, ever since it was maybe like three years ago or so, we were outside having a little get together barbecue kind of thing, and we had chairs all in a circle, and Heidi was like leaning back in her chair, kind of a cheap plastic one, and she ended up going too far, and she was across the circle from me. But as she started to go down, she kind of, like, it was really, really slow. She started putting out her hand and was looking right at me. And at that point, like, I was still trying to process, like, is she going to go over or is she going to save it? What's going to happen here?
No.
Sure enough, she went over. And I didn't move at all. Not even like a little tiny move. And I heard about that one. Even my dad was like, what are you doing? You didn't even move.
Okay, Lars, thanks for joining in.
Yeah, cheers, Lars.
So in how much trouble were you?
I heard about it for a bit. It gets brought up once in a while.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's usually I hear about that one, and then the one, I don't know if I told you guys about the jet ski at Grace's party incident. One that was about 3 years ago too. I was having a bad year 3 years ago. But we were having a birthday party for Grace out at the lake, and we had a jet ski there. And so I was out on the jet ski, and then one of my friends' kids, she's probably about like 2 or so, she wanted to go on it. So I was riding her around and just paying attention to her having fun. And so I'm like, ooh, all the girls are on the float. I'm going to go ride around them. So I just start doing like slow circles around the float, creating waves. And I'm just looping it. I probably did it about 5 times. And Grace had a very like, she looked like she was like yelling at me, but I figured it was like she was having a good time or whatever. And so then I go and take off, come back a little bit later. And as I cut off the engine, I noticed everybody's on the deck and they're all on the railing looking at me. And I'm like, why is everybody watching me? And sure enough, Heidi lets me know immediately that Grace had gone to jump off of the dock and landed on her side on the side of the float.
Oh,
Apparently it was her spine. She just informed me. And so she was in pain, I guess, at that time. And so everybody was already on the deck looking at her, talking to her. And then all of a sudden I came ripping in and just started doing circles around the dock. So everybody's watching me like, what is he doing? Why isn't he helping her? Yeah,
oh
so
my
that was the whole thing.
goodness.
I was the bad guy that
Oh.
day. That was a walk of shame back up to the deck.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what to say at that point.
it's nothing you can say, huh?
I don't know. Does anybody want burgers?
Let's
You'd
go
have been
get
able
ice
to.
cream.
You'd have saved the moment if you'd have said, does anyone want mini eggs?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was all in the same summer too. That was, man. Yeah, bad summer.
What?
I
didn't
dropped
say
the cocoa, Dad. It's
Snowball
everywhere.
all over in the chair, and I didn't help her. Oh, good. Grace doesn't remember her mom falling over in the chair. That's good. So as far as Grace is concerned, I only had one mess up that summer. But either way, last night, I came in with a win. Hail Mary at the end of the day and saved Heidi from slipping on black ice. On a downhill,
There
too.
you go.
Thinking about it. I think if I get to it tonight, then by tomorrow I can be looking straight ahead at my screen and not have to look up into the side anymore. That'll be great.
So it's
Oh, nice.
getting towards that time, Jerry. What's for breakfast today?
For breakfast today, I don't know. I feel like eggs
Does
and
sound like a
ham.
good plan.
Yeah, I think that's. So I'll be off the bike in time today, so. Got 5 minutes left, and it's 5 minutes to 7, so.
Got finished 13 minutes ago. Short one.
Oh, yeah. I never signed up for the ebb.
What?
I don't want to sprint.
Maybe next week I can do the ebb.
Ooh, nice.
That'd be good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It'll be a holiday.
It's a holiday, yeah.
I think I have to work that day. I'm going to try to make it so I don't have to, but I might have to. Yeah.
Jerry,
Oh, wow.
you could race the
Yep.
TTT as well.
I could.
Do you
Because
want
on
to?
This, well, I don't know if we're gonna be at Moles.
Okay.
I think we're going for Thanksgiving to Moles, so
Nice.
I'll be
I'll
back
have
on
to
it this
update
week.
my weight on Friday morning.
Well, tell,
Fitbit has stopped
Tell Mills you'll be
sending
over.
data to third-party apps.
What has?
Yeah,
What has?
was a Fitbit.
Oh,
So my scale, my Withing scale,
yeah.
is linked to a Fitbit account, and that's sending it to Zwift, but
Right.
it stopped. It's not even sending to today's plan either, so it's not a Zwift issue.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it is a Zwift and a today's plan issue, that they didn't incorporate the new method or something. Don't know why Zwift can't read directly from Withings, because I can do that with Golden Cheetah. I just request an update.
Yeah, my right now my Garmin thinks I'm in recovery
Oh, nice.
because I didn't have, for some reason, my Zwift rides weren't communicating with the Connect app. And then yesterday I did one ride on Zwift and then another ride on RGT, and RGT doesn't communicate with it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Garmin thinks I'm resting.
Oh. Yeah, so we had a family ride about 3 weeks ago, and I just had a quick look for my Garmin. It wasn't where it's normally at, and we just went for a ride because I had to fix a few wheels before we went for the ride, so there's too many things to do, so I just skipped the Garmin. But since then I've been trying to remember to find the Garmin.
Yeah.
And yesterday finally I had some time and I remembered, and I started looking everywhere. And I actually went to Strava to see when last I used it, to try and
Yeah,
determine in which bag it's going to be or whatever. And it took me about 2 hours, and I found it on my desk where I usually put it, but there was a piece of paper on top of it. Like, seriously?
Who put that piece of paper there? Was it you or was it someone else?
It was me.
Okay, all right. I was
I
thinking you might be
probably
able to
had...
blame someone else.
Nope.
No.
Numpty me.
Numpty. There's a T in there. Numpty.
Numpty.
There you go.
Numpty me. So, talking about wasting time. On Wednesday, I had some time to remove my alt components from my bike. So, I started with the handlebar tape. Thought I'll take them off and I'll use them on my indoor bike.
Hey, Siskin.
Thanks.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, thanks for the raid there. You're gonna hear my story about bar tape.
All right. Off you go, Jerry.
So I started removing the bar tape. It came off in little bits. That glue was so stuck to that handlebar that it took me almost 2 hours to just take the bar tape off and clear the handlebar.
And
So
then
the
how many
bar
hours?
tape-
How many hours to
But-
stick all the little pieces back on your indoor bike?
Oh no, that's all thrown away. There's just no way.
The next time I put
Hey.
bar tape on. Hey, there's Siskin. Thanks. Cheers for the ride on. Thank you. Appreciate the raid as well. One to you. I used to deal with a company back in the day called Siskin Electronics.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. I think there was maybe some components on one of my desktops when I was a teenager
No,
or something.
no, this is Siskin Electronics that supplied amateur radio equipment back in the UK.
Well, for some reason it sounds, or maybe I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. Sounds familiar though.
Siskin Communication, not Siskin. Siskin something anyway. Got TNC. Still badge Siskin. Hey, we get an opportunity to see Leonard again.
Yeah. Well, Jerry is all done.
Jerry's gone. Show the horse, Jerry. Breakfast
I
time.
lost. I broke the rubber band because I stopped. So.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks for
Hi, Jerry.
the ride.
Yeah, thanks
This
for
was
joining
more
us.
fun than riding with Coco yesterday. I promise you.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad about that.
Those rides are kind of boring now.
Well, you need to focus so much.
Yeah.
Just to keep up, and then you go over your zone, and then you're under your zone, and it's just stupid. Sorry. Okay, see you tomorrow on stream. I'll probably be streaming on my own,
Hi, Jerry.
but I'll chat to all of you. Okay.
Have a
Yeah.
good day, Jerry.
And then there were two.
Well, yes, there are two. Although I see Julian on the Discord, but Julian's now a part of the Discord.
Permanent fixture.
Yes, he's a picture.
Well, we're almost at 40k. Hopefully. And we've got 2 minutes before I need to take the screen down. I think we're not going to get to Leonard. Well, I've got to win the stream. Yeah, close. I'm going to, there's Jarvis back on the tree. You're right, if I don't see Leonard this time, then I'm going to ride past and then make a U-turn.
Yeah, I don't think Leonard was there before. I think he's just come back recently because I feel like I was looking in the same direction last time that we were riding on this route, and I did not see him. This time it was, he stood right out.
So which side of the duck has the most feathers? I think I've asked you this already.
I don't know.
The outside.
The outside, yes.
Yes.
Yep. Makes sense.
I think you got that right the last time I asked that, but
Yeah, I have my days. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Well, I guess like every Friday, I'm lacking the will to want to sprint at the end of the ebb.
but you're not going to let the viewers down, though, are you?
I'll do something. I've been off on the sprinting as of late. Mainly my decision making during sprinting.
Okay. Well, it's time. I need to pull the stream down, so I'm going to say thank you to everyone for joining us on the stream. Siskin, thanks for the raid. Ben, everybody else that's been in the chat, much appreciated. Lars. So, we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with a Friday ebb. So stick around, come back and join us then. We'll see you all very, very soon. Good night.